Tonight on Alaska's news source, a woman near Petersville says flooding is keeping her and others from leaving the area.
Flood warnings continue near the Brooks Range and near Mat-Su Valley as more rain and stormy conditions move through this week.
Plus, Labor Day weekend means September is basically here, and the Anchorage Fire Department is using the first half of the month to honor lives lost in 9/11.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
There are many sections of the road that are completely gone. A lot of the crossings are completely gone.
Flooding in the Cache Creek area near Petersville. A woman in the area says she and others have been stuck there for about 3 days since she says the flooding rolled in overnight.
We're trying to clear, there's big log jams in the road. We're trying to do everything we can to mitigate the situation. A lot of things everything's pretty much gone in a lot of places out here. It's flipped over vehicles and all different kinds of stuff.
The National Weather Service says there is a flood warning in the area. Bailey, tell us about areas under flood warnings.
Yeah, so like Cindy just told us, we have that flooding going on near Mat-Su, and that flood warning is going to continue as we progress through Tuesday. So it's going to expire on Tuesday, but we do have a flood warning active near the Brooks Range as well. So just make sure you know that because we do have more rain on the way. But here in Anchorage, lots of cloudy skies moving through, slightly cooler temperatures today. But with our out the door forecast and our photo from Graham Pinkett, we have cloudy skies moving through, like I mentioned, and those mostly cloudy skies are going to stick around for tomorrow for your Labor Day morning. However, the sun is going to come out just a little bit more by the afternoon. So you're going to get some afternoon sunshine, but then there are some more showers expected to roll through by the later evening hours. So if you plan to do anything outside or have a barbecue or anything, just make sure you keep that in mind. There is a chance of rain moving into the late afternoon to evening hours. Now, looking at our skycast, you can see that we've got some overcast skies moving through for the night, and then those temperatures cooling down to the low 50s before we pick back up in temperature tomorrow into the mid to low 60s for our high. So just slightly warmer tomorrow than what we've been seeing lately. But then you're, of course, in the afternoon, going to see those clouds start to part ways, and you're going to see more of that sunshine, which is going to be a nice change up for your Labor Day weekend. And of course, with our state forecast, we're seeing those temperatures cooling off in areas where that storm system is moving in. So just keep in mind that there is more storms coming your way if you're in the west or if you're in the interior. That's where you're going to get some windy and rainy conditions. Now, Michaela, of course, it's time for the Brain and Brawn fun fact, and it is animal related again, and it is that the narwhal, their horns are actually a sensory organ for them. And so to communicate, they kind of rub their horns together, and I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool too.
Yeah, a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bailey. Plans are being made for a nuclear microreactor on Eielson Air Force Base near Fairbanks. It's a pilot program in Alaska. Nearly 100 people attended a town hall meeting Thursday to ask questions and learn about the technology. The reactor is planned to provide 5 megawatts of power and heat to Eielson, with the potential to expand to the surrounding community. Audience members raised a number of concerns, including how much the project will cost taxpayers, whether the technology is safe, and what will happen with the waste from the reactor. Military officials and scientists assured the crowd that the microreactor is tested technology and that taxpayers won't see a cost until the site is up and running, with the Department of Defense only purchasing power, not building the facility.
Let's just say, for some reason, their design is unable to work, or their license was not approved by NRC. There has not been any loss other than an opportunity to have the first commercial advanced nuclear reactor at Eielson Air Force Base.
So far, the Department of the Air Force has announced its intent to award a contract, but no contract has been given yet, and it's unclear when the project will move forward. The Anchorage Fire Department is asking for your help as the day marking 24 years since 9/11 is coming up. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to find these bins outside of every fire station in Anchorage. The department wants to fill these bins with food to be donated to the Alaska Food Bank. The food drive runs from Labor Day until September 11th. They hope to gather at least 2,977 pounds of food, which is symbolic of the number of lives lost in the terrorist attacks.
So we decided to do a food drive around 9/11 because historically we see an increase in people visiting the fire stations around 9/11. As people think about the events of 2001 and the 343 firefighters who died in New York, people want to connect with their firefighters. And so we always welcome people to come to our stations, and we're asking people when they come to the station to bring food to donate.
The bins will be placed outside the fire station starting tomorrow. People can stop by and donate from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. until September 11th. The training center will also have bins out between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.